Good day fellow builders and welcome to this Minecraft tutorial. In this video we will be building this medieval tower. You can find a link to the build's inspiration in the description below, and you want to start by clearing out an area of 19 blocks by 18 blocks for the build. These are the materials you'll need, and as always you may have some placeholder blocks left over at the end. Now let's get building. At one of the 5 long sides of the outline, add a spruce door to the inside of the centre block. Add a 9 high pillar of stripped spruce logs on top of the blue concrete on all 4 sides. Top the spruce pillars off with a spruce trapdoor. On top of the red and black concrete blocks, build an 8 block high gradient wall, starting with mostly cobblestone and mostly cobblestone at the bottom, and then using more tuff at the top of the wall. Then add a 6 high pillar of these blocks on top of the door. Starting at the bottom, come up to the second log of the stripped spruce log pillars and add a stone button to the front and side of the log. Then come up 4 blocks and repeat. Around the top of the wall, add a ring of horizontal stripped spruce logs. Then replace any logs where you can see the top and bottom of the block with stripped spruce wood. At the sides of the door, add a polished deep slate stair facing towards the door. Add a polished deep slate block on top. Above the door, add an upside down polished deep slate stair. Then at the sides, add another upside down polished deep slate stair, placing it so it curves around the corner. On top of the centre stair, add a polished deep slate slab. Add a lantern on top of the corner stairs. To the sides of the corner stairs, add another upside down polished deep slate stair facing away from the build. Then add a polished deep slate wall with an upside down lightning rod on top. Underneath the end blocks of the 4 9 wide sections of the stripped spruce log outline, add a spruce fence. Connect the fences in the corners with a 7 wide layer of spruce fence gates. In the 2 corners at the front of the tower, you want to add a diagonal line of spruce trapdoors starting in the bottom left hand corner and going up to the top right hand corner. Then in the 2 corners at the back, do the same, only this time go from the bottom right to the top left. Under the middle stripped spruce block, place a 3 high pillar of spruce fences with a lantern hanging under the fences. Under the 2 corner stripped spruce blocks, add a 1 or 2 high pillar of spruce fences, again make sure you do this on all 4 sides. Then under these fences hang 1 or 2 chains, and under the chains randomly add a potted azalea or flowering azalea. You will need to use a temporary block in order to place a flower pot. On the 2 sides, add a 5 wide layer of dirt against the bottom of the wall. Surround the dirt with upright dark oak trapdoors. On one side, add flowers on top of the dirt, and on the other side, till the dirt and plant some seeds. On top of the cobblestone and tuff wall, add a layer of spruce stairs. Then coming 1 block behind and above the stairs, add a ring of deep slate bricks, cracked deep slate bricks and polished deep slate. Add another 3 layers of deep slate blocks on top. In the centre of the 3 wide walls on all 4 sides, add a 3 high pillar of light grey stained glass panes. Then add a 3 high wall of our deep slate blocks on top of the other sections of the walls. Add another 3 high layer of deep slate bricks, cracked deep slate bricks and polished deep slate on top. In the centre of the walls on all 4 sides again, add a 2 high pillar of light grey stained glass panes this time. Add a 2 high wall of deep slate blocks on top of the other sections of the walls. Then add a final layer of the deep slate blocks on top. At the sides of the 2 wide walls next to the 3 wide walls with the windows, add a 13 high pillar of spruce fences. Coming 1 block in front and above the deep slate, add a ring of upside down spruce stairs. Place a 3 wide layer of spruce trapdoors under the 3 high windows. At the front and back windows, add a lantern on top of the centre spruce trapdoor. Then at the side walls, add a potted plant on top of the centre spruce trapdoor. Add a 2 high pillar of spruce fences on top of the side trapdoors. Top the fences off with a spruce stair. Add a spruce slab on top of the stairs. And in between the slabs, add an upside down spruce stair. For the 2 high windows, add a spruce trapdoor to the sides of the block under the glass. Make sure the spruce trapdoor is placed at the top of the block. On top of the trapdoors, add a spruce fence. Top the fences off with a spruce stair facing away from the window. Then add a spruce slab in between the stairs, making sure the slab is at the top of the block. On top of the centre upside down stair at the front, back and sides, add a 7 high pillar of vertical stripped spruce logs. Add a stone button to the front of the 2nd and 6th log. Then on top of the centre corner stairs between the fences, add a 7 high pillar of vertical stripped spruce logs. Add a stone button to the sides of the 2nd and 6th logs. On top of the rest of the stairs, build a 7 high wall using a mixture of cyan terracotta, grey concrete powder, grey wool and tough blocks. At the sides of the 5 wide walls, add a 7 high pillar of spruce fences. Then add another layer of your cyan terracotta, grey concrete powder and grey wool blocks on top. Around the layer we just placed, add another ring of stripped spruce logs and stripped spruce wood. At the 4 sides, add a stone button in front of the centre log. Then leave a 2 block gap to the left and right and add another button. In the 4 corners, add a spruce fence under the centre spruce block. Add a chain under the fence. Under the chains, randomly add a potted azalea or flowering azalea. You will need to use a temporary block in order to place a flower pot. Under the 2 stripped spruce blocks to the left and right of the centre block, add a 1 or 2 high pillar of spruce fences. Again, make sure you do this on all 4 sides. Under these fences, hang 1 or 2 chains. Then under the chains, hang a lantern. On top of the 4 corners of the walls, add a 3x2 window of light grey stained glass panes. Add a 2 high layer of cyan terracotta, grey concrete powder and grey wool on top of the rest of the wall. Then add a final layer of these blocks on top. At the front, back and side walls, add a 2 high pillar of upright spruce trapdoors. Above the trapdoors, add an upside down spruce stair. Add a ring of spruce trapdoors around the top of the walls between the stairs. On top of the spruce trapdoors and upside down spruce stairs, add a layer of polished deep slate stairs. Come up and in one block and add a polished deep slate stair in the centre of the front, back and sides of the roof. Connect these stairs with deep slate tile stairs. Come up and in a block again and add a ring of polished deep slate stairs. Come up and in one block and add a polished deep slate slab in the centre of the front, back and sides of the roof. Add a polished deep slate stair behind the tile. Connect these stairs with deep slate tile stairs. Come up and in one block and add a ring of polished deep slate stairs. Again, come up and in one block and add a polished deep slate slab followed by a polished deep slate stair in the centre of the front, back and sides of the roof. Connect the stairs with deep slate tile stairs. Come up and in one block and add a ring of polished deep slate stairs. Add a deep slate tile block above the hole in the centre. And finish up by adding a polished deep slate wall topped off with an upside down lantern rod on top. And there we have it, your new medieval tower is ready for you to store all of your swords and armour. You can find screenshots of the finished build on my Instagram and Twitter linked below. If you want to change up the build, you could swap out the grey blocks at the top with a mixture of calcite, white wool and white concrete powder. And you could also swap out the deep slate blocks in the centre with stone bricks, cracked stone bricks and polished andesite to give the tower a brighter look overall. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more Minecraft content in the future. But until then, I'll see you later. Bye.